This is Woodstock Academy Live.
Today's game is brought to you by Busquets Appliances and Danielson and Willimantic. The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Girardi Insurance Services. The Mansion at Bald Hill. And O'Contrabar Productions, LLC.
Woodstock Academy. Ethan Davis marking the signal. He goes back to throw, looking down the field, tucks it, then throws, long forgets, throwing it, touchdown, Jackson gets! Touchdown, Jackson gets! He got behind the team! Reception. On it is Odorski. Odorski got it off his back.
Could be a problem.
Get it? He got there first. He shoots and he scores! Brian Odorski.
Now, for all the play-by-play action, here's Woodstock Academy Sports Information Director, Mark Allard.
Well, it seems like it wasn't all that long ago when we just started the high school basketball season, and here we are, likely the final broadcast for basketball here from the Alumni Fieldhouse this season. Mark Allard, Dan Vogt along with you. Class L, a girls basketball action coming your way as the Woodstock Academy Centaurs get ready to take on the Warriors of Windsor in a Class L second round game. And Dan, you get to the state tournament. Well, we all know what happens. Win or go home.
Yep. You're on the line here. Season's on the line. And the Centers, primarily to a hot start of the season, earned a home game. That hopefully will be to their advantage, but they're coming in facing a very hot team in Windsor, who I think just won the CCC division tournament for the first time in a long time, and
Since,
it'll be a big test.
2007.
2007, is that right?
It's been a long time, no question. But the Windsor Warriors come in with an 18-7 record, and meanwhile, Woodstock Academy at 15-6. The one thing about being in the CCC, you get to play a lot of games. I mean, they had to go through a 5-game league tournament.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, the gauntlet. That's probably why it has been since 2007. That's a tough run to make.
My mistake. It's a 4-game because they already have played 1 game in the first round of the state tournament. But still, You've played 25 games already.
Yeah.
Centaurs have played 21. And here's the interesting part about the Warriors. They're in a 10-game win streak.
They are. They have the hot streak coming in. They have one of the best players in the state of Connecticut, which I'm sure we'll be talking about a little bit as we go along here. And I think the Centers are going to probably have to keep this kind of a low-scoring game.
If at all possible.
Yeah, if at all possible. Avoid turnovers and just try to stay in it and make a run late.
Well, Ayanna Franks is the person you are referring to. And Ayanna, well, let's put it this way. She's not only scored 1,000 points. No, that wasn't good enough. She just in their CCC tournament championship game surpassed 2,000 points. That's a pretty impressive number.
That's a big milestone, a very rare milestone.
Very rare, and she averages almost 30 points a game. Those are big numbers, there's no question, but this is not a one-dimensional team. They do have other players like Camaria, Bowens and Michaela Williams, both of whom did pretty well against Northwest Catholic in that championship contest. Centaurs have weapons of their own.
Yep.
Eva Monahan, they need someone to have a big night tonight, there's no question about that. And then they need a lot of complementary scoring.
Yeah, they're a very balanced team. They have been all year, but I think you're right. They need somebody to really step up tonight and put up 20 probably or something like that, and kind of take the team on their back. Probably hit some three-pointers. That's going to be probably key as well. Maybe Saucier to hit some of those. They have outside shooters, so they know they can do it.
And that's going to be some of the things we're looking for. Yep. We had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, Will Fleeton. We'll be back with Will.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Welcome back to the Alumni Fieldhouse on this Friday. The Woodstock Academy Centaurs taking on the Warriors of Windsor Class L girls basketball state tournament play. And Will, when you look at it, hey, this is the fun time now. State tournaments. This is when, you get to see the fruits of the labor, right?
Well, for sure. You get opportunity to go out and play and be rewarded with your hard work throughout the season. So for everybody involved in the tournament, I think it's a special ride. For a high school kid, it's a journey that everyone doesn't get to take. So that makes it a little more special, obviously.
Talk about the season as a whole, 15-6. You happy with everything that's going on?
Yeah, I'm happy with the growth and development of the players and within the program, learning the system, executing, that type stuff. As I've always said, I think that if we do the things that we want to do or that we know how to do, I'm always happy and satisfied with that. And those things, in most cases, take care of things and give us the success we had this season.
There's no question, a lot of success this season. A lot of growth as well?
Yes, for sure. I think we get better every minute of every day, I think, in some type of way. I think they're a tight, high-character, tight-knit group that truly care about each other, so I think they push each other positively daily, and we get results daily.
Most likely, it may not be. I mean, there's maybe some way that could happen differently, but probably your last home game of the season. Does it make it any more special?
For the kids, it definitely is. I think when you ask that question right away, I think about my seniors, possibly their last time on the floor. So of course, it's special to them. It's definitely special to me.
And how about Windsor? They're not an easy ball club. 18-7 coming in. They won the Central Connecticut Conference, and yeah, they've got a player who has scored 2,000 points in her career.
Yeah, tough team, really good team. Seeding doesn't really mean a thing, and I think that matters. That's overall singing for anybody in a tournament. The tournament brings out a different breed. I think these guys are quality. They're a quality team, quality bunch, big-time player. Play hard, seem to catch fire when needed, and they're in a tough league just like I think we are.
And have you heard or seen anything about Franks?
Well, I heard about Franks before now, like before we knew we were playing her. I hear she's one of the top players in the state. She's had a good run throughout her career. Like I said, I've heard stuff prior to playing her, so if she's that highly touted, it's got to be for real.
One thing you do have, I mean, obviously they have Franks and everything like that. There is a little bit of a height advantage here. Do you guys have to take advantage of that, maybe off the boards especially?
Well, you got to go get it. So really, it doesn't matter how tall you are. It matters how much do you want it, how much do you get after it, how much do you read the bounce, and how many bounces go your way, really dictates that battle. I think it's more of a want than it is a size or a advantage in that type of thing.
What do you feel the Centaurs have to do tonight?
We got to be Centaurs. We got to do what we do. We got to get out. We got to play D. We got to stay focused. We got to stay locked in and do the things that we want to do or that we practice to do. And everything else is what it is.
And Will, I'd be remiss if I didn't say congratulations on being named Eastern Connecticut Coach of the Year, inaugural girls basketball Coach of the Year. That's pretty special.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the award coming from my peers in this tough battling league that we play. So that means something to me, getting it from them.
Go and get the Warriors now. Will Fleeton, the head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, will be back with a tip in just a moment.
I have been doing theater and acting since I was 8 years old. I absolutely love it. Coming here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, if not the best. The school has been so supportive. I am so unbelievably grateful. It's amazing to be in an environment where people want you to succeed and want you to do well. My name is Maggie McLaughlin. I'm a junior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information on where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/futurecentaurs.
And welcome back to the Alumni Fieldhouse here on this Friday night. Class L girls basketball second round action. Woodstock Academy against Windsor. And we'll get right to it with Woodstock Academy Athletic Director Sean Saucier and our starting lineups from the Alumni Fieldhouse on this Friday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Alumni Fieldhouse on the campus of the Woodstock Academy for today's CIAC Class L second round basketball game featuring Windsor High School and your Woodstock Academy Centaurs. The CIAC and the Woodstock Academy are committed to the principles of good sportsmanship. We believe all student athletes, coaches, and spectators should strive to represent themselves and their school with the very best spirit and tradition of high school athletics. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. We thank you for your cooperation, and we thank you for helping to create a positive high school athletic environment. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, the Warriors from Windsor High School. A 5'6" sophomore guard, number 5, Kamaria Bowens. A 5'5" senior guard, number 10, Michaela Williams. A 5'8" freshman forward, number 12, Kaya Hardy. A 5'5" senior guard, number 13, Tyler Welsh. And a 5'8" senior guard, number 33, Ayana Franks. Windsor is coached by Brittany Huggins and assisted by Alyssa Reeves and Nick Newman. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Centaurs. A 5'9" sophomore guard, number 24, Vivian Bebo. A 5'8" sophomore guard, number 3, Isabel Deleva Boucher. A 5'6" sophomore guard, number 10, Kaylee Saucier. A 6'1" junior center, number 35, Eva Monahan. And a 5'9" senior guard, number 5, the captain, Regan Reynolds. The Centaurs are coached by Will Fleeton and assisted by Matt Danis. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you please rise if you are able, direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by Woodstock Academy junior hill singer Chandler Folkerts.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
another great rendition of the national anthem by Woodstock Academy junior Chandler Folkerts here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. And that leaves me with only one question for Coach Dan Vogt, and I don't know if he can handle it tonight. Are you ready for some basketball?
I am ready, Mark.
All right.
I am ready.
Last time I might have to say that to you.
Let's hope not, but it might be, yeah.
At least for basketball.
For basketball, right.
Because obviously a win here for the Centaurs. They're likely going to go against number 2 Simsbury in the quarterfinals, and after that, it's all on the road anyway. There's no question about that at all. So we are set for some hoops as we are courtside. The Woodstock Academy Centaurs coming in with the white jerseys with the navy blue and gold trim, and the Windsor Warriors. I'm stuck in a color. Purple?
We've had this one before. Yeah, maroon.
Maroon, purple.
Scarlet.
Scarlet.
I don't know.
Name the color, and it's with
We're
white
in
trim.
between on that maroonish,
Yeah, I know.
purplish
It's
color.
Like, kind of which way do you want to go on that one? Setting up in the center circle, Eva Monahan, Ayanna Franks. Ayanna, by the way, heading for the University of Rhode Island next year. She has committed, signed her national letter of intent to play D1 basketball. All set, Monahan gets it down the court, goes out of bounds. No, saved by the Warriors. Back to the Centaurs. Saucier tried to get it to Beauchene, goes beyond her. Last touched by Windsor, yes, it was last touched by Windsor. Woodstock Academy basketball. Kaylee Saucier will take it out for the Centaurs. Saucier gets it into Monahan, who flashes out. Bebo. Over on the left side is Beauchene. Into the corner, Saucier. Up on top of the key. Bebo is trying to set up Monahan down low. Here's Saucier at the free throw line. Back to Monahan. Little drive. Kicks out. Bebo in the corner. Dumps it down low to Monahan. Turn around with a right. No good. Rebound comes down to Franks.
Decent look there. Just didn't finish.
Franks with the basketball, right-handed dribble right through the defense, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Warriors. Underneath, wide open was Welsh after the rebound by Williams.
Little pressure
off the
here.
Feed. Monahan loses control of the basketball, is picked up by the Warriors. A layup is no good. Rebound Bebo immediately confronted. Bowens missed the layup. Immediately confronted by the Warriors, but they get it down the floor, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Centaurs.
I think they're going to get overruled here in the call.
Uh-oh, did they get overruled?
Oh, we'll see. They're talking about it. I think it was a double tip.
Yeah, it's going to go the other way.
I think they got it right.
Franks will take it out. 2-0 Warriors. I just realized I do a runner, and I usually go, W and W. Well, guess what? I got 2 W's. I just realized
a distinction
that.
of some sort.
I said, okay, we're going to have to figure that one out as we go along. With the basketball is Bowens. Bowens gives it to Franks. Looked at the 3. Gives it back over to Bowens. Bowens scored 19 points, a team leading 19 against Northwest Catholic in that CCC championship game. Franks had it knocked away. Actually, it was Welsh who had it knocked away in the corner before Franks could get to it. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for Windsor. As Welsh with the basketball now is Williams. Over on the left side is Hardy. Back to Williams. And that ball was knocked away. Bebo, because she touched it last. Windsor can bring it back over. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Threw it through the arms. Picked up by Monahan on the turnover.
Good defense there for the Centaurs.
Saucier with the basketball. Looks to Beauchene. Outside the arc. Bounce pass. Baseline. Saucier all the way back out to Bebo. Goes around into the lane. Puts it up. It's good. We got a tie ball game.
Nice head fake by Bebo there. Opened up the lane.
2-2. Bowens gets it up to Franks. Knocked away again, this time by Reynolds. Another turnover for Windsor. Reynolds to Saucier. Reynolds went in. Luckily, Beauchene was there to retrieve it. Reynolds didn't know the pass was coming to her. Baseline move. Knocked away from Bebo. Monahan picked up the loose ball. Picked up by Franks on the loose ball. Turnover Woodstock Academy. Back the other way. Franks a little bit of the left arm. Got a little bit of room and put it home.
Nice little hesitation move there.
Yeah, just gave her enough space with that little left arm shiver as she put out there.
She's done that before.
I think so. Saucier to Monahan. Driving into the lane. Wide open and gets the bunny. Needed that one. 4-4. This is good for the Centaurs' confidence. Staying with them early. Williams with the basketball. Comes over the timeline. And that ball is a call on the sideline. Be the first foul. It will go against Isabel DeLeva Beauchene. First on her, first on the team. Early in this game, a 4-4 score, 5:17 left to go here in the first quarter. This is Franks with the basketball. Left-handed dribble, bothered by Bebo. Gets it over to Bowens. Dumps it down low into Welsh. Welsh tried to get it back to Bowens. Franks recovers it. Franks with the basketball. Bounce pass to Bowens. Bowens into the lane. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound, Bebo. And they're going to get a foul against the Warriors, I think.
on Williams.
Yep, it is. Nope, number 13, Welsh. That'll be her first, team's first. O'Shane with the basketball. So far, they're up to the task indeed. O'Shane with the basketball. Reynolds, left side, getting herself some space. Bebo with the basketball to Saucier outside. 37 three-pointers for Kaylee this season. Bebo looked to go baseline, tosses it back. Saucier's three! No, front side rim. Rebound comes down to Reynolds. Back to Saucier, drives, and an offensive foul. They're going to say she pushed off.
I think so.
Yep.
A little bit of a clear out.
Didn't get away with that one. Second on the Centaurs. Checking in will be Stevens, replacing Hardy.
Center's showing a little pressure here.
This is Bowens with the basketball. Kicks it up the floor. Goes over to Stevens, puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound, Monahan. Saucier with the basketball. Looking into the eyes of Michaela Williams. Beauchene gets it to Monahan. Monahan inside, maybe a travel. It is. Kind of figured that would probably be the call.
He kind of was a little delayed in signaling it.
Didn't know if it was going to be a foul or a travel, and I think they went for the lesser of the evil, so to speak. Bowens with the basketball. Gets it up to Welsh. Welsh trying to dribble baseline, cut off. Back out, here's Bowens, kicks it to Franks. Three is on the way, missed everything. Yep. Rebound comes down to Beauchene. Well, there might be a little bit of nerves on both sides here. Trying to feel each other out, so to speak, early in this game. This is Saucier on the right side with that left-handed dribble now to the right. Goes over to Beauchene. Beauchene looks to dribble to the baseline, stops, pops, short. Rebound, comes down to the Warriors. Bowens coming back the other way. Jumper from the elbow is no good. Rebound, Saucier. Saucier had it taken away by the Warriors. This is taken away by this, maybe not by the Centaurs. Bowens picked it up. Here's Franks on the block. Franks puts up the basketball and gets the shot to go.
Give him one too many chances there.
Yeah, there was a few too many. And it did work eventually, 6-4. Franks puts the Warriors in the lead. Beauchene over to Monahan on the right side. Monahan back over to Reynolds. Right side Saucier, dump it low, knocked away from Monahan. Three people collide, it's picked up by Beauchene. Saucier had Monahan right in front of her, has to kick it out. Bebo's three, got it!
Needed that one.
Vivian Bebo on the three-pointer for the Centaurs, makes it a 7-6 lead for the home team. This is Stevens with the basketball, taken away by Reynolds.
Centers have had good active hands so far.
Absolutely. Another turnover for the Warriors. Saucier will bring it down the floor, battling against Williams, gives it up to Reynolds. Top of the key, Bebo drops it down low to Monahan. Everybody on the floor, and a jump ball called. And because we have the box, I have no idea which side it is. Rich Garso does, thankfully. Turnover on the Centaurs side. We have this, let's put it this way, vintage 1920s.
Vintage is right.
Vintage 1920s possession era. Be a timeout called here on the floor. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. 7-6 Centaurs. What have you seen so far?
Well, I'll tell you, they're doubling Monahan anytime they dump it down low. She's got to pass out of that pass down. Someone's going to be open, and I mean, Centaurs are playing great defense. Bebo out on the top is really pestering Windsor, and this is the kind of game I think the Centaurs wanted to play.
3 turnovers by Windsor thus far. Seems like more. Only 3, but it just seems like they haven't really been able to get into the flow of their offense quite yet.
Yep, Monahan got a couple of blocks, I think, in there, and a couple balls batted away that came back to them. But they're making Windsor work for it, that's for sure.
One stat we had not mentioned was that Windsor has won their last 10 games in a row to get to 18-7. They were only 8-7, 7-6. Started out 1-4. Camaria Bowens, when she came in, the transfer, I think kind of solidified a lot of things for them. And since that, in the last 10 games, they've averaged 73.5 points a game.
Wow.
And have given up only 38.6 to be exact.
That's domination.
Up ahead quickly from Bowens, a little layup to Hardy. Well, I think that was a play they called.
Yep.
Nice little pass up the floor, and an 8-7 lead for Windsor once again as we've reached the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Beauchene with the basketball. Bounce pass to Monahan down low. Turn around. Well, can't get anything out of it. They knock it out to the top. Here's Bowens against Saucier. Bowens on the layup, too strong. Rebound underneath, and Windsor gets the basket from Williams.
Yeah, Monahan's got to know that double's coming and just kick it out. There's players open.
3-point lead for the Warriors, 10-7. Saucier looked at the shot, had to give it up. This is Bebo, over to Beauchene. Beauchene inside the arc, steps back outside the arc. Monahan bothered, gets it over to Saucier. Saucier knocked away, picked up by Welsh on the turnover by the Centaurs. Bounce pass, taken away from Bowens. Here comes Bebo.
A little sloppy on both ends.
Yep. Well, second round state tournament play. You'd say that the Warriors already having a state tournament game might be a little bit more adaptive, but they're on the road. With the basketball, this is Reynolds. You got to remember their first game against Notre Dame Fairfield was at home. Beauchene. And I've been to Windsor. I know the home court advantage at Windsor. This is Saucier at the elbow, knocked away, picks it back up. Bebo's three! No, too hard. Rebound. Bebo fought for it, could not bring it down. Here come the Warriors. Hit the side of the backboard off the shot by Williams. It goes out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Centaurs. As coming in, Sydney Anderson and Sophia Sarkis, the Centaurs looking for a little instant O in the final 40 seconds.
Yeah, Anderson can do that.
Saucier to bring it down the floor. Saucier battling against Michaela Williams, gives it over to Anderson. Sarkis saw it go through her fingers and out of bounds. Both teams beset by a little bit of turnover-itis.
Centaurs are going to have to protect that ball if they're going to want to stay in this.
Bowens and Franks will bring it down the floor. Franks has not been, I guess, as dominant as you would probably expect, but you're right, not yet is probably the key words in that one.
They're going to hold for one here.
The shot clock is off, and there's 10 seconds to play. Franks with the basketball. Looks to drive it, gets a screen, now goes to her left, drives the lane, puts up the running one-hander. It's no good, gets her on rebound, no good. Couple of misses by Franks, but still the Warriors lead as we end the first quarter. Windsor up on top of Woodstock Academy by a score of 10-7.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquet's, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side by side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquet's we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And right now at Busquets Appliances, get up to an extra $300 back in a prepaid MasterCard when you purchase a Samsung appliance, now at Busquets Appliances. Second quarter, Woodstock Academy trails the Warriors of Windsor 10-7 here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Anderson to Beauchene, looked at the elbow shot, steps back, fires, nothing. Drops out of bounds, they'll go over to Windsor.
Beauchene's been well off on her two opportunities so far.
Bowens will take it out for the Warriors. Nobody really had a lot of big scoring in that first quarter.
Well, Bebo had 5 of the 7 for the Centaurs.
With the basketball is Williams over to Bowens. Anderson's length can cause them problems on top. This is Franks with the basketball, kicks it back. A three-pointer is on the way and good for Tyler Welsh.
Off the glass.
Yep, bank was open on that one. Isn't it late for the bank to be open?
Not sure if she called that.
13-7 in favor of Windsor. This is Beauchene. Over to Anderson. Anderson into the lane. Bounce pass. Sarkis underneath, and we have a travel violation.
Yeah, in her effort to pull it away, she shoveled her feet.
Yep, a little bit of a do-si-do. So Windsor with the basketball back. Bowens will bring it up the floor. 5'6" sophomore guard for the Warriors. Over to Williams. Williams had 17 in that win over Northwest. This is Bowens looking baseline, kicks it all the way across. Another jumper by Welsh. It's not Welsh, it would be Hardy. Rebound came all the way out to Welsh. Down low, but taken away by Saucier. Up ahead, Anderson, if she can catch up to it. Blocked, and a foul on Franks.
She didn't think so, but they never do. It looked like she got a lot of ball.
That one, yeah, maybe not.
Tough to
but
see.
It's a tough. No, I don't think any official's going to not look at that and say if you even got close to an arm, you're going to get the call. So the first against Franks. Anderson at the free throw line misses the first free throw attempt.
These are the little things they're going to need to do. Hitting foul shots is one of them.
Anderson averaging 8.4 points per game, only a sophomore for the Centaurs. And her second one is up and no good again. Rebound, however, came down to Reynolds. Here's a three-pointer from Saucier.
There it is.
Nice little kick out by Reynolds off the rebound to the three-pointer by Saucier. Her 38th of the year.
They really needed that.
13-10 Windsor, and a foul. Might be on Saucier. No, it is not. Sarkis, yes. Her first, team second. Actually, it may only be first because it was an offensive foul. That's right. Oh, first in the quarter. What am I thinking? Sometimes you forget those things. Franks goes inside, gets the foul, gets the hoop.
It's a nice power move there.
Sarkis, another foul. So her second on the Centaurs. And to the free throw line goes Ayanna Franks. And the free throw is up and no good. Rebound bumped up in the air. It comes down to Beauchene. Beauchene to bring it down the floor. Gets it over to Anderson. Back to Beauchene. Beauchene, Anderson's on the baseline. Turns, puts it up, and will not fall. Franks on the rebound.
Pretty nice move there by Anderson. Just wouldn't go down.
Franks drives into the lane. Runner is good. The one thing you do not want to see is Ayanna Franks starting to take a little control.
With Monahan out, she's going to keep attacking that basket.
I don't disagree. Saucier with the basketball. Sarkis, Beauchene, Saucier, Reynolds, Anderson out there for the Centaurs. Bowens, Williams, Franks, Hardy, and Welsh for the Warriors. Baseline move, Anderson will not fall. Rebound bounced all the way back out to Saucier. Saucier gets it to Reynolds, back to Saucier. I don't know if the coach is playing or not. Running up and down the floor, she was ready to the official.
Technical territory.
It was very close. Sarkis from three, no. Rebound comes down to Franks. She almost connected with the official, running up the floor. Franks at the baseline. Gets it over to Welsh, back out to Hardy. Left side, Bowens, three, buried it.
Bowens' first bucket tonight, but it's a three.
And it's a double up for Windsor. 20-10 lead. Centaurs call a timeout. 4:41 to play here in the second quarter.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me, who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
Say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
we're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
Well, a 10-3 run by the Warriors have put them up 20-10 over the Centaurs early here in the second quarter. 4:41, or I guess halfway, not really early, halfway through, just about before the second quarter. Saucier with the basketball, over to Beauchene. Back over to Saucier, back to Beauchene, over the timeline. Kicks it down, Sarkis at the elbow, back out Saucier, drives the lane, puts up the runner, it's good.
Good basket out of a timeout there.
20-12 in favor of the Warriors. Williams, three-pointer is on the way, missed it. Rebound Saucier, and a foul underneath will go against Hardy.
Windsor has thrown up a couple wild shots here.
They have.
They've been off in several.
That will be the first on Hardy, second on the Warriors here in the second quarter.
I think if you're the Centers, you keep it in single digits
Is key.
Yep, absolutely.
Beauchene to Saucier. Look to go into the lane, stopped by Williams. Here's Beauchene, he's got an opening. Gives it up to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Saucier. Cross Beauchene, three! No, backside rim. Rebound Bowens. And a foul called. I think it'll be Anderson who will pick this one up. Indeed, it will be.
A little bit of a hip check there.
They don't allow that in basketball. First on Anderson, third on the team. Franks to take the ball down the floor for the Warriors. Crosses the timeline and gives it up to Williams. 5'5" senior guard. Back over to Welsh, back to Williams. Williams, Bowens in the corner. Saucier is on her. They get it across to Williams, has an opening, drives the lane, runner, good. They will attack the basket without Monahan in there.
As they have absolutely been doing that.
Here's Beauchene attacking the basket, missed the layup. Rebound fought for, everybody on the floor. We've got, let's see, I don't know if that was a cradle or a kind of pin, I'm not sure.
There are a lot of bodies down there.
There were a lot of bodies down there. The arrow, however, in the box went Windsor's way.
Yep. And Bebo back in. I thought she gave them a nice spark in that first quarter.
She did.
On both ends of the court.
Bowens brings the ball up the floor for the Warriors. Against Bebo. This is Williams. Williams gets a screen, stops at the lane, gives it up, and no foul called on Anderson. Good thing. Franks looks to drive in, puts up the runner with the right, no good. Rebound Sarkis. Over to Saucier. Left side. Anderson's three. No, will not go. Rebound comes down. Sarkis reverse is no good. Rebound comes back down to Sarkis. This is Anderson. Dribbling along the baseline, throws it off of Bowens, and it comes back to the Centaurs.
Good heads-up play there. She was trapped.
24 seconds left on the shot clock for Woodstock Academy.
A couple offensive rebounds there for the Centaurs.
Indeed.
Like that.
This is Bebo. In the corner, Saucier three, short. Rebound, Sarkis had it, couldn't hold it. Bowens going the other way. Bowens' runner is too hard. Rebound, Williams hit from behind. It might be an Anderson foul.
Saucier did a great job getting back on defense and contesting that first one.
And it will be Anderson who picks it up with a hit from behind on Williams. That'll be her second, fourth on the Centaurs, and Williams to the free throw line. Warriors up by double digits and misses the first. You know, sometimes that broadcaster's jinx does work. One more attempt for the senior guard. Hits the second. 23-12 in favor of Windsor. Saucier with the basketball, gives it up to Bebo. Back over to Sydney Anderson. This is Saucier, left side. Dribbles through a double team. Bebo gets it in the corner. Saucier throws it down into the middle, last touched by Franks. They'll go back to the Centaurs. Monahan comes back, Beauchene returns. I'd like to thank Ben DeSilva, who's on the camera for us tonight, filling in and doing a very capable job. Foul called against Windsor. This one will be on Hardy.
I believe that's her second.
Indeed it is. And the team's third here in the quarter. On the sideline, Saucier gets it into Beauchene. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the second. Beauchene. This is Saucier against Williams. Saucier goes left, gives it up to Reynolds. Reynolds over to Beauchene. Beauchene drives the lane, has an opening, layup won't go. Rebound, Monahan had it, and then a jump ball called. She was tied up by Franks. Will stay with the Centaurs. Gotta hope some of these layups are gonna fall.
Yeah.
They're just not going down right now.
Some decent looks.
Saucier trying to get it in, trying to loft it into Anderson, and does. Anderson brings it all the way to the right. Three is long. The rebound comes down to Williams. Williams pulls it up. Looked at the three. Bowens will take the three. Bowens will miss the three. Rebound comes down to Anderson. Up ahead to Saucier. Through the timeline. Dribbles around Bowens. Gives it up to Monahan. Kick into the corner. Beauchene. And a foul called. That one will go on Welsh.
Welsh picking up her second now.
Fourth on Windsor. Both teams with 4 here in the quarter. And as you get into the state tournament, one thing you will see is the fouls are called a little differently. Let's put it that way. Anderson to Saucier. They do let you play a little bit more, and they sometimes get you for more of the ticky-tacky.
Yeah, sometimes it's league dependent too. Sometimes refs from different leagues call it a little different. And
there's a ball taken away from Beauchene by Bowens. Bowens against Reynolds, no good. Rebound Monahan. Gives it up to Reynolds, going the other way. Down low is Saucier. Saucier kicks it back out to Reynolds. Spots up the three, well short. Rebound, Reynolds got her own. Underneath is Saucier, too far underneath. Monahan knocked away, but a foul. That will go against Franks. That's her second. That's a little bit of a concern if I'm Windsor.
3 Warriors with 2.
Coming in for the Warriors will be Sanaya Harding, and also waiting and standing by is Chloe Taylor. And I'm assuming Franks will be one of those coming out. Here with 31 seconds to go in the quarter. Monahan's free throw is no good. One more attempt for the junior center.
Centers have done what they wanted to on the defensive end. They just got to get some baskets to go here.
10.2 points per game for Eva. Puts up the second, no good again. Rebound, however, comes down to Reynolds. Monahan gave it over to Beauchene. In the corner is Bebo for 3. With 24 seconds to play in the quarter.
Basket, big basket.
Number 24 hit a three-pointer. Franks with the basketball. I was wrong, she didn't come out. In the logo, dribbling through, trying to get through, kicks it out. Jumper is up and no good for the new player in the game, Taylor. Rebounds on the floor, still on the floor, picked up by Taylor, gives it over to Bowens, and that's going to end the first half of play. Wow. A little frenetic at the end.
Yep.
The nice thing for the Centaurs, they got it down within double digits. 23-15. Here at the end of the first quarter, the Woodstock Academy Centaurs trail the Warriors from Windsor. We'll be back with more.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
And we're back with you at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Halftime, 23-15. Windsor are leading the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. But the nice part is, I mean, you worry about that opening barrage, if you will, when the visiting teams coming in. Sometimes they do carry with them a little bit of luster, if you will. And yeah, they have a future Division I player playing for them. You got to be concerned about what all that means. And the Centaurs, I think, have kind of weathered that opening volley a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, they played really good defense to start, and Windsor came out kind of slow, missing some shots. Franks, they kind of contained Franks. They went on a little mini run at the beginning of that second quarter, but the Centers kind of got back in it here at the end. That Bebo 3 at the end there was real
huge.
Big. Yeah, I mean, she's got
8 points. Yeah.
8 points. Yeah.
And when you look at it, a player like Vivian Bebo stepping up and getting that's not a player Windsor is going to concentrate on at all times.
No, it looked like Windsor clearly was game planning a little bit against Monahan because they doubled her every time it went down low. I'm sure that was part of their game plan. And if they can keep doing that and just have Monahan kick the ball out, that can open up some shots for the three-point shooters outside. They just got to recognize that that's what Windsor's looking to do once they go down to her.
Well, Windsor is not big. There's no question. They're very similar to Fitch in that regard. And I will say this, the Centaurs, the one big problem, and you will remember this against Fitch in the last game here that we did, was the rebounding. Yeah. And the Centaurs have been, and that's the reason why I asked Coach Fleeton in the pregame, how about the rebounding? Because there's no question that they didn't get after it as much as they had to. They have a little bit more tonight, maybe a lot more tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at minimum, it's been even on both sides. They've done a nice job. They had a few second chance opportunities. They missed a couple layups. I know second chance opportunities. They're going to have to knock those down. They're going to have to knock down the foul shots. But they can play with this team. They showed that in the first half.
I think they have. I think they've showed that this is not going to be one of those runaway games for sure. You hope not. We will say this, obviously, you do have a kid who can. It's, when you're averaging 30 points a game, you can do something like that. But you hope that at least at this point they're not as fearful of that as they were coming in, the Centaurs, that is.
Yeah, and I know the Centaurs, the higher seed, but realistically, probably the underdog coming into this game, and they've held their own. They're within 8 here, holding Windsor to 23 points. A red-hot team that's coming in, averaging close to 70, has got to make them pretty happy and give them a little bit of confidence. And hopefully they come out here, protect the ball, and get a couple early baskets, and anything can happen.
Last 10 games, Windsor has averaged 73 points. If this holds true, they won't get 73 points tonight. There's no question about that. And they've held opponents down to 38. They have done that a little bit to Windsor. Windsor, you got to credit their D as being pretty tenacious. They have caused some problems for the offense for Woodstock Academy, and they've gotten some turnovers. That indeed is certainly a possibility. I think you look at it and you say, well, Eva Monahan has to have a big day inside the rest of the way. Vivian Bebo outside is good. Maybe you can draw some of the attention away from Kaylee Saucier and Isabel Beauchesne and then get them some openings.
I think they can both hit some three-pointers, but they need a little space, so you got to create it for them. And I think getting it down low can help them create that, and maybe some dribble drive and kickouts. But they have the shooters, and they just have to be open.
They have to be open. There's no question. And they have to hit them when they're open.
They got to hit them.
They have missed a few open bunnies. There's no question about that. 23-15. Windsor right now leading the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. We got a few more things to talk about. We'll return, and we'll have some halftime stats for you as well when we return to the Alumni Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf.
That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
We're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And right now at Busquets Appliances, get an LG Power Pair rebate offer. You buy an LG wall unit or wall oven plus a cooktop. Hey, you get $250 back. That's not a bad deal for sure. Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic. Mark Allard, Dan Vogt along with you courtside. The Alumni Fieldhouse Class L girls basketball second round state tournament action right now. Windsor up ahead 23-15. Halftime stats, Dan Vogt.
Yeah, let's start over with the Windsor Warriors. Ayanna Franks leading the team, but only 8, coming in averaging 30, so that they did a nice job containing her a little bit. Michaela Williams and Tyler Welsh with 5 each. Kamoria Bowens with 3. And Kaya Hardy with 2. Over on Woodstock's side, Vivian Bebo leading the centers with 8 points on a couple of 3-pointers. Kayla Saucier with 5 and Eva Monahan with 2.
There you go, 23-15 as we're just about ready to go. Like to say congratulations to Christian Menunos. Yesterday, for Woodstock Academy, he was in Boston at the USATF event, New Balance track. Finished in 1:58.05 in the 800-meter, broke his own school record by 4 seconds in the indoor track 800-meter. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal season.
He certainly has, and it's not over yet, as the saying goes. He's going to be competing in the Nationals down the road in New York City, which is darn cool, if you ask me. And by the way, we're not done with our broadcast yet, as far as we know, and I know we will be. We'll be on air at Leon Ice Rink in Pomfret on Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Woodstock Academy against Glastonbury boys hockey for you. And it's Division II, CIAC Division II, first-round game.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
Should have
they're
some
coming
fun.
in as a 3 seed, even if they're at 10-10, because they played a really tough schedule this year.
Tough schedule. Glastonbury comes in as the 14 seed. So, indeed, should be something good there for the Centaurs.
Yep. They're looking to make another long run.
Saucier, Beauchesne, Reynolds, Monahan, and Bebo set to go for Woodstock Academy as the starters out there for the start of this second half of play. Windsor hasn't yet responded to the floor. Still chatting over there with their head coach, Brittany Huggins. And it will be Franks who has 2 fouls, by the way. Bowens, Welsh, Hardy,
and I believe
and Steve, Tomchek. Williams is out
I
there.
believe their coach, Brittany Huggins, was on their 2007 team that last one.
Was it really?
Yeah, last one.
That's pretty cool, too. Where the basketball is Williams. Bebo all over her, gives it up to Bowens on a handoff. They get it over to Welsh. Her jumper is well short. Rebound comes down to Beauchesne, bothered by Williams. They get it and knocked away by Windsor. This is Bowens and a foul on Bebo as Bowens went to the hoop. The basket will not count. The foul will go on Vivian.
Probably a good foul there because they had a 2-on-1 developing.
Oh, it was a 2-point. And in fact, she made the hoop after, so there's no question about that. It's the first on Bebo and the first on the team here in the third quarter. Baseline move here by Bowens, has to give it back out. Actually, it was by number 13, Welsh. This is Bowens. Bowens drives in with the right hand, puts it up and down. 25-15, back to a 10-point lead for Windsor. Saucier with the basketball. Saucier to Bebo. Over to Reynolds. Back to Beauchesne. Beauchesne left-handed dribble. Bounce pass inside. Bebo can't get that one to fall. Bowens comes down with the basketball. Bowens has a lot of traffic around her. Put up the runner. They are not shy. No good. Rebound comes down to Monahan. Saucier against Williams. Go over the top. I think she was expecting Bebo to cut across, and Bebo stayed in the corner.
Yep. 2 early turnovers for the Centers. You're going to have to tighten that up quickly.
Franks with the basketball. Bebo's on her. She's done some actually good defensive work on Franks. Yep. Bowens inside and a layup for Hardy. Makes it a 27-15 game. Beauchesne with the basketball. Reynolds, left side, over the top to Monahan. Inside Franks, could not afford a foul and didn't give a foul. But Monahan didn't get the basket. Williams came down with the basketball. This is Bowens over into the corner. Jumper for 3 is good by Hardy, who's come out on fire. 30-15, they've doubled up on the Centaurs again. Beauchesne with the basketball. In the logo. Monahan looking to drive on Franks. I would try to take advantage of Franks' 2 fouls right now. I really would. Bebo inside Monahan, puts it up and over and good. She found herself in a mismatch with Welsh.
I think they got to use Monahan.
I do.
One way or the other.
Bowens tries. That basket's good along the baseline. And it's 32-17. Bebo, little one-handed soft touch, lefty, puts it down.
Bebo at 10 now.
Keeping the Centaurs in it, if at all possible. Williams. Bowens back to Williams. Holds the basketball. Bebo comes and gets her. Williams drives the lane, kicks it out to the corner. Bowens is there for 3 and misses. Rebound comes down. Reynolds, and a foul will go against Hardy.
Hardy's 3rd.
That's not good for the Warriors, who also have 2 on Franks.
Yeah, and 2 on Welsh.
First on the quarter for the Warriors. Beauchesne with the basketball to Saucier. Reynolds comes out. Monahan with the basketball against Franks. Monahan over to Bebo. Bebo can go on that baseline and does. Bounce pass along the baseline to Reynolds. Her jumper is no good. Monahan had it her hands and go out of bounds. So it will be Windsor basketball. Franks will direct traffic on her way down. Over to Williams. Bebo is now on Williams. Williams over to Franks. Jumper from 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Williams. Jumps in on Monahan. The foul will go on Monahan.
First on Monahan, I believe.
I do believe you are correct, and just the first on the team as well in the quarter. Second on the team in the quarter, I should say. That's right, Bebo picked one up very early here in the third. Williams' free throw is up and good. One more attempt for Williams.
The same substitution here. Anderson Sarkis coming in for Bebo and Monahan.
And Williams' second attempt puts them down both. 11-4 run for the Warriors to start the third quarter. Beauchene with the basketball for the Centaurs. This is Reynolds over on the left. Saucier up on top. Dribbles through, gives it up. Beauchene with the basketball. Looked at the 3. Gives it over to Anderson. Anderson knocked away by Bowens, knocked away from Williams. It goes out of bounds off of Michaela, and it will stay with the Woodstock Academy Centaurs.
Critical few minutes coming up here for the Centaurs.
I'd agree.
They want to stay in this.
You can't go down by 20 for sure. There's a foul on the Warriors. Bowens is going to pick it up. I think she's one of the few who could afford one, right?
Yep, that's her first.
Second on the Warriors in the quarter. Beauchene with the basketball. Goes to the right. Gives it up to Saucier. Saucier against Williams. Saucier trying to dribble around. Williams bodied up on her. Gets it back out to Beauchene. And an offensive foul. She stuck up the right arm. Those are the fouls you'll get called in state tournament play.
Yeah, just a little indecisiveness on the Centaurs' end.
It is the second on Beauchene and the third on Woodstock Academy. Williams sits out in the logo. Bowens with the basketball. Drives the lane, puts up the running right-hander, and the layup is good.
I think this is the contrast we're seeing. The Centaurs just don't really have a lot of players that can create their own shots.
Sarkis looks to go baseline. Not a lot of real estate. Gives it up to Saucier. Steps inside the arc. Jumper is off the backside rim. Rebound. Franks had it and comes down with it. Franks pulls it up away from Reynolds. Gets it over to Williams. Here's Bowens. Dribbles back outside. Bowens looks to get to the free throw line. Jumper from the elbow is no good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson gives it up to Beauchene. Beauchene bounce pass. Got it to Sarkis. Underneath Reynolds off the assist from Sarkis.
Nice looking possession right there. Reynolds' first bucket of the night.
36-21. Williams bringing it down slow. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Bowens, little release to Franks. Franks gets the bucket. She was quiet until then. It's her first points of the second half, isn't it? 38-21.
Only 10 overall.
This is Anderson with the basketball. Over to Sarkis. Saucier, left side. Anderson looks to drive and does. Knocked away from her by Franks. Franks picks up the loose ball. Franks a little delayed dribble drive there and gives it back out. Nice little stutter. This is Bowens with the basketball. Lost it underneath. Oh, actually she passed it underneath and got it to Welsh. I thought it was knocked out of her hands, but no, she was looking for Welsh.
Welsh somehow got that up to the basket.
I don't know how.
I don't either.
19-point lead for the Warriors. This is Beauchene's 3. No, side of the rim goes off of Bowens and out of bounds.
Yep, Beauchene's been off tonight.
Beauchene, a first-team Eastern Connecticut Conference Division I All-Star. Eva Monahan selected as an honorable mention. And, of course, Will Fleeton, congratulations again, ECC. Coach of the Year. This is Anderson's three. No. Rebound comes down to the Warriors. Knocked away from Williams. Poked out by Saucier. But it will be back over to the Warriors. Williams will bring it down the floor. 1:26 to play, third. Over to Bowens. Bowens goes to the free throw line. Jumper is up and rimmed in and out. Rebound, Franks underneath, fights for it, and a jump ball called. Her and Reynolds get tied up. They're just going to call the jump ball. It goes back over to the Centaurs. Checking into the game will be Harding. She will replace Bowens. Gets a little rest here with 1:13 to go in the third. 19-point advantage for the Warriors. Beauchene with the basketball. Left-handed dribble, gives it to Saucier. Three, no! Rebound comes down to Franks. Franks dribbles into the lane, puts up the runner, it's no good. Rebound inside again, and it's going to be a foul underneath. And it will go against Sarkis.
They're just really attacking the basket down there with Monahan out of the game. And
third on Sarkis, fourth on the Centaurs. To the free throw line is Welsh. Free throw is up and no good. Monahan coming back in. So does Bebo, replacing Reynolds and Sarkis. Bowens comes back into the game. Well, maybe not. Gonna have to sit and wait. The ball had already been handed off, or was in the process of. Second attempt. And this one is good for Welsh, and now Bowens can come in.
Pretty balanced attack here from the Warriors in this quarter.
And they're up by 20. 41-21. Beauchene with the basketball. Beauchene with the left hand over to Anderson. Anderson drives. Oh, missed it off the baseline move. Rebound comes all the way out to the top. Franks got it. Got it to Williams. Gets it inside. Missing the shot was Welch. Got the rebound. Misses the second shot. Bebo on the rebound for the Centaurs. Saucier had it stripped away by Williams. Goes up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Good. A lot of
just getting out hustled a little bit here.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you there. A lot of hustle on Windsor's side right there. Monahan knocked away from her. Here comes Williams, and a foul on Saucier. Had no choice but to make that foul.
They might have got it on Anderson.
Is that what they called it? It is on Anderson, her third. And a fifth on the team.
They're talking about if this was a...
And Will Fleeton's going to call a timeout with 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Understandable.
Yeah.
When you're down by 22 points. And it's going to be a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it here for this one. And as you said, it really hasn't been the Frank show.
No, not at all.
It's been everybody's show.
She's got 2 points in this quarter. Yep.
She has helped a lot on rebounds. She has been on the outlet side of things, getting in and getting scrappy. But it has been a very
you could see
all-around effort.
Yeah, Windsor kind of started relaxing a little bit, I think, this quarter. Maybe a little tight in the first half, and now just kind of out hustling the Centaurs a bit and getting the loose balls. And
so Williams will be at the free throw line when we return to action here. Centaurs still talking.
Push to a big lead here.
Yep. With 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Just got to tell the girls, you just play every point, play hard on every point.
That's all you can do?
Yep. Every possession.
And Williams' free throw is up and no good.
And the Centaurs, they're a young team.
Yes.
You know, this is going to be good experience.
Only two seniors.
Back. Yep.
Regan Reynolds and Kerry Blaze, the only two seniors on this team. Second one is up and no good. Franks on the rebound. I think she heard us. Monahan gets the rebound off the miss by Franks. Bebo has to try to get it out of there. Throws it up the floor.
Get it up.
2 seconds. Beauchene lofts it. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. So the Centaurs were afraid of a run, I think, by Windsor, and that's exactly what they got. End of 3 quarters. The Warriors up on top of the Centaurs, 43.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
8 minutes left here in this ball game, and the Centaurs are going to need all 8.
Yeah.
Trailing for the Windsor Warriors 43-21.
Warriors put up 20 points in that third quarter.
Yeah. With the basketball, Windsor starts off with Williams, gives it up to Bowen. Bowen's over to Franks from the free throw line, rimmed in and out, rebound Monahan. Well, it's a good way to start. Now you got to get some points. Saucier, Beauchene looked at the 3, unfortunately had Hardy in her face and had to pull it back down. Now spins around Hardy, drives to the lane,
nice
puts
move.
it up and good.
Good way to start the quarter.
Need a lot of that.
Yep.
They're going to come out with offering up some pressure, 43-23. Bowens with the basketball. Runner is good, but you can't allow easy buckets like that.
No.
Back to a 22-point lead. Beauchene to Monahan. Monahan at the elbow. Handoff. Wide open Beauchene. 3! Buries it.
5 quick ones for Beauchene. Her only 5 of the game.
And a quick timeout by Brittany Huggins. And Windsor.
Just remind them they got a quarter left to play. Don't get complacent.
45-26 here at Woodstock
Creating art is
Academy.
a different skill set as opposed to the world of academia. It serves as a kind of playground for creativity that not only provides diversity in my life, but is also something I can then use to progress my other studies. Although one of my greatest joys is acquiring knowledge through my studies, it becomes easier to feel like a machine. Art, creating, brings back the humanity in society. It is a kind of communication that is internationally understood. My name is Maya Fraga. I'm a senior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future-centaurs.
Well, back under 20 points, 45-26. Windsor up on top of Woodstock Academy. 7 minutes left to play in this ball game. Class L state tournament second round contest. Hardy to Bowens. Bowens over to Williams. Outside they flip it, around it. Missed on that shot by Welsh. Rebound came down to Bebo, back the other way. Saucier unfortunately lost it, but last touched by Windsor. Monahan thought it was going the other way. She was halfway down the court. Has to kind of meander on back. Saucier taking it out. Gets it to Beauchene, on the way for 3! Ooh. Buried another one.
Beauchene with 8 already in this quarter.
45-29, she's capable.
They're going to need a lot more of that.
Yep.
It's possible.
16 you're down to, though. Franks with the basketball, dribbles around, runs into Monahan, bounce pass inside. Welsh got behind Monahan, and Franks saw her. That's all there was to it.
It's a great look there by Franks.
Monahan with the basketball, look to go baseline against Franks, kicks it back to Saucier. Saucier, cross court, Bebo to Anderson. Anderson gives it to Beauchene, the player with a hot hand right now. Beauchene spins around. Bowens tried to reach in. I think distracted her enough.
Maybe just got enough, a little deflection.
Franks on the rebound for the Warriors. Franks gives it up. Quick shot from Williams. Misses from the 3. Rebound Anderson. Beauchene again going the other way. Beauchene, Monahan's 3. He got it! Eva Monahan.
We saw her at a couple of those early in the season when our first broadcast, so she is capable.
47-32, 15 points, 5:28. So in 2.5 minutes, they've cut it down 7 points.
3 balls this quarter and a steal.
Steal by Saucier. Back come the Centaurs. Beauchene to the hoop, and she's got it, and the foul.
An and one opportunity here.
It'll be Bowens who picks up the foul. They could get it close to 10 here, yeah.
Some kind of run here.
That's a second on Bowens, first on Windsor. There is such a thing as feeling too comfortable.
Yep. And I think Coach Huggins for the Warriors called that timeout early in that fourth quarter and said, don't get too comfortable. But
Carrie Blaze checks in for the first time today. Beauchene at the free throw line misses the free throw. Monahan missed the tip. Rebound comes out to Windsor. Runner is good by Williams.
Blew past her.
And a foul, and a timeout, I should say, not a foul. Full timeout called by Windsor. We'll take a break as well. 49-34 in favor of the Warriors.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Well, Isabel DeLeva Beauchene had a quiet night going until the fourth quarter. Opens up with 10 points, brings them back to 15. 49-34, a quick timeout by Windsor after a basket. I don't think Brittany Huggins was liking what she was seeing out there. Saucier will bring the ball up the floor for the Centaurs. This is Bebo to Beauchene. Looks to drive, kicks it out from the elbow to Blaze. Back to Beauchene. Down low is Bebo. Franks was right on her. Ball was knocked away. Beauchene picks it up, gives it over to Bebo. This is Saucier trying to find some room. Knocked away from Blaze and out of bounds. Will stay with the Centaurs. 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Allison Kamara into the game here for the first time for the Centaurs.
That's right. It is Kamara. It's not Blaze. What am I saying?
Blaze was in there briefly.
Blaze was in there briefly. That is correct. This is Saucier driving through, knocked away as she did. Turnover for Woodstock Academy. Here comes Bowens. That might have been a travel.
That should have been. Yep.
Yeah.
They didn't miss it.
I think that was one of those NBA travels for Kaya Hardy, unfortunately. Took about 5 steps. Beauchene with the basketball. Comes over the timeline. Beauchene gets a screen from Monahan, goes to her left. There's opening for Bebo, but she ran out of real estate, got it back to Saucier, almost partially blocked by Franks, fought for out of bounds, last touched by Saucier. A lot of action underneath there.
I like to see the Centers attacking now, playing hard to the end here. Great energy this quarter.
Bowens with the basketball, up ahead, got it to Hardy. Hardy in the lane, wild one, put it up, goes out of bounds, they'll go right back over to the Centaurs. I don't even think you can call that a shot. I think you call it a turnover. As Amaya Stevens and Sydney Anderson check in. Stevens for the Warriors and Anderson for the Centaurs.
A little surprised the Warriors aren't trying to use a little clock here, but I guess it's pretty
That's
comfortable
not their
lead.
style, I guess.
No.
They're up by 15. Beauchene with the basketball. Over to Saucier. They need some points, and they need them quick.
You are correct.
Under 4 minutes to play. Monahan to Beauchene, knocked away from her, picked up by Bowens. It's been turnover-itis heaven for both teams right here. Bowens drives with the right hand. A foul will go against Monahan. Blocking in the lane. Nope, Anderson. A reach in, apparently, more than a block. Bowens went in.
I think that's 4.
They actually got Anderson way out on top on the reach-in, is what it was. Yeah, that is 4 on her. And hitting the first on the Centaurs here in the quarter.
Bowens
hitting the free throw was Bowens.
Really attacking the basket this second half of this game.
One more attempt for the sophomore. And she gets them both. And it's back to 17, 51-34 in favor of Windsor. Beauchesne with the basketball. Trying to drive on Welsh, got the double team as she went down low. Beauchesne now against Welsh again. Trying to fend her off with that right arm. Bounce pass could not, Anderson could not get there. What a great job by Stevens to shield her off of it.
Yep. I think it was temporarily in a passing lane, so Beauchesne put it there, but then it closed quickly.
Yep. Stevens would not let Anderson get there. Bowens with the basketball. Williams knocked away by Anderson. And the two of them go on to the floor and out of bounds. It will be Woodstock Academy ball. Well, you can't say there wasn't any hustle there.
Oh.
Camara comes back in for Monahan. As we rotate people in and out a little bit amongst the bigs. A lot of up and down. It takes a lot of energy. Saucier with the basketball. This is Beauchene's 3. Nope. Rebound comes down to Franks. Back the other way. Franks, runner, blocked by Reynolds. And out of bounds, over to Woodstock Academy. Great job by Reynolds.
That'll be a nice memory for Reynolds to take with her as her basketball career winds down. Just stuffed a 2,000-point player going to the University of Rhode Island.
You know what I did? No question.
And I believe she's one of the finalists for the Gatorade State Player of the Year.
She might be, yes. She might be. This is Beauchesne, who looked at a 3. Bounce pass inside Monahan, just backing in on Franks. Gets the offensive foul. Well, they waited a long time to call
a little bit of a delay call, yep.
And Franks sold it, I will say that.
Yep. I think once she went down, they decided to make the call.
Yep. Second on Monahan.
A few times they didn't come with a double on Monahan down low.
Yeah, Franks and Monahan kept backing in, and Franks said, okay, I'm just going to go down. And it worked. Under 3 minutes to play, 17-point lead for the Warriors. Bowens goes over to Franks. Franks tripped up. Ball comes loose. Back the other way go the Centaurs with Saucier. Saucier to Beauchesne. Beauchesne underneath was looking for Camara. That ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Centaurs. Woodstock Academy boys basketball team will be playing on Monday in the Division IV state tournament. First round game. They're going out to Weaver High School on Monday for a 6 o'clock game out there in Hartford. Reynolds with the basketball over to Beauchesne. Left side, Saucier. Nope. Backside rim. Rebound Bowens.
Decent look there.
Bowens brings it down the floor. Falls down. Picked up by Anderson on the turnover. Anderson up ahead. Saucier knocked away. Franks picked up the loose ball. Actually, Stevens did.
It's been an up and down quarter.
It has been, and it started out pretty good for the Centaurs. Yep. Unfortunately, that Mo just wouldn't stay. Franks to Bowens. Bowens picks up the dribble and gives it over to Welsh. Into the corner. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Remember you said about them wanting to run some clock? They're finally doing it.
The first time, yeah.
Yeah, Hardy's on the drive, and Hardy puts it in. 53-34.
We have not really talked about that shot clock all year, really.
No.
It has not been a factor.
Has not. That's true. A couple of times we may have called it. Ball was knocked away from Camara. Here comes Bowens on the turnover, running to the hole and puts it down.
Bowens been a force this second half.
Back to a 21-point lead, firmly in the grasp of the Warriors. And a timeout will be called by Will Fleeton and Woodstock Academy. Back with more from the Alumni Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
51, or 55, I should say. Got away from me. 34 in favor of Windsor. Customize your KitchenAid collection and unlock rebates up to $3,000 on all KitchenAid major appliances now at Busquets Appliances. And just as we come back, Windsor had just called a timeout. They just called another one, another full timeout. Actually, it's Woodstock, and now it's Windsor who calls the timeout. Whatever happened there was not what Brittany Huggins wanted to see, that's for sure. So as we mentioned, basketball season not over for the Centaurs as far as a whole, because the boys basketball team will be heading out to Hartford as they take on Weaver High School on Monday at 6 o'clock.
Nice to see the boys back in the state tournament.
Absolutely. And then, of course, on Tuesday, it's boys hockey play, Division II state tournament at the Yon Ice Rink at the Pomfret School. We'll bring along the heaters and the gloves and the mittens and everything else. Double pairs of socks as the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. It is take on Glastonbury in a Division II first-round game. 6 o'clock is the start time. This is Bebo with the basketball over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Bebo, or Sarkis, I should say. Her three is short. Rebound comes down to Welsh. Tried to get around Bebo, and it was last pushed out of bounds off of Bebo. Or off, I should say, of Welsh. So taking it out will be Bebo. Got it out to Anderson, missed the three. Bowens on the rebound. Bowens in trouble, and a foul will be called on Bebo.
Bowens working hard to sell those calls.
That is only the second or third on Bebo?
Third on Bebo.
Second on Bebo. Third on the team.
Warriors going to get some fresh bodies in here. Give some of the other players some tournament experience.
Chloe Taylor, who we've seen before. Sinea Harding, whom we've seen before. We have not seen Ayanna Jarvis. She's out there for the Warriors. They're going to try to get it in bounds, and they do, and a foul called as they did. That one will go on Regan Reynolds. That is her first. It's odd for Regan Reynolds only to have one. Up ahead quickly, the layup by Stevens. Easy bucket for number 14.
Stevens' first bucket of the night.
57-34. This is Reynolds with the basketball, a drive. Not gonna make it down. Stevens tried to get the rebounds. Reynolds got it, her own, puts it back up, and a basket is good, and a foul.
Good for Regan Reynolds.
Yep. So Regan Reynolds on the scoreboard and gets the foul. That one went on, who did that one go on? Bowens, her third. Reynolds misses the free throw. And another foul on Reynolds.
Some perhaps unnecessary fouls here, but they're playing hard to the end.
And then it should be a shooting foul, and indeed it is. Her second, team's fifth. So at the free throw line is freshman Sanaya Harding. Hardy is number 12. Harding misses the first. One more attempt. And the freshman gets the second. 32 seconds to play in this game. 58 over and back, or travel. Either way you want to look at it. Turnover for Woodstock Academy. And the Warriors will get the ball back. Bowens with the basketball, foul on Debo. Don't want to end it quite yet. Foul number 4, I think, on Bebo. Number three.
I had her for 4. But
oh, well. Rich Garso counts more than you.
Yes, that is very true.
He's running the clock. Bowens misses the first. One more attempt for Bowens. Hits the second. So a 59-36 lead for the Warriors. Bebo trying to bring it down the floor, gives it over to Sidney Anderson. Anderson running into traffic, bounce pass to Sarkis. Bounce pass to the baseline, went through the hands of Kamara and out of bounds. Over to Windsor. There is Bowens taken away by Bebo. Everybody on the floor.
Playing right to the end.
Jump ball call. This one will go over to the Centaurs. I'm getting used to that box, and the little thing is pointed over there now. I figured it out, Dan. It only took me all year. That's the way it goes, you know? Last game of the season, I got it. 10 seconds left to play. Saucier will take the ball out for the Centaurs, gets it into Anderson. Over to Saucier. Saucier whips it to Anderson. Her 3 is on the way, and she put it down. A 3 with 3 seconds left, and that will end it. As the Windsor Warriors will advance to the quarterfinals of the Class L state tournament, likely facing one of their own, a Central Connecticut Conference team by the name of Simsbury. If indeed Simsbury comes out of there with a win tonight, they are seated second in Class L. We'll be back to wrap things up from the Alumni Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The Mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the Mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
And we're back with you here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. 59-39 Windsor prevails over the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. Final stats, Mr. Danfo.
You got it. Let's start over on the Warriors side here. Leading the way, especially with a big second half, Kamora Bowens with 16 points. Ayana Franks and Tyler Welsh with 10 each. Michaela Williams with 11. Kiana Hardy with 9. Maya Stevens with 2. And Sanaya Harding with 1. Over for the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, Vivian Bebo and Isabel Beauchesne each had 10 each. Eva Monahan with 7, Kayla Saucier with 5, Regan Reynolds with 4, and Sydney Anderson with the 3 there at the end.
Centaurs will finish with a 15-7 record on the season. They, of course, had a great year right all the way through. There's no question about that. It gets tough in those, one-and-done games. And especially when you're facing teams like Windsor and Fitch, who just had a lot of good players and had a lot of complementary players to go with those good players. Windsor, meanwhile, improves to 19-7 already, going into the quarterfinals, likely to face number 2 Simsbury in that quarterfinal coming up early next week. Let's put it that way. Our next broadcast, well, first off, let's wish best of luck to the Woodstock Academy boys basketball team when they take on Weaver on Monday at 6 o'clock out there in Hartford. Our next broadcast Tuesday at 6 o'clock, Woodstock Academy boys hockey against Glastonbury live from the Jan Ice Rink at the Pomfret School. I'd like to thank Ben DeSilva making his debut as our camera person today. Did a great job up there. Up on top, Dan Vogt, thank you very much. We're going to see you again on Tuesday.
Got it, Mark.
Dress warmly. I'm Mark Allard. We wish you a great weekend. Final score from the Alumni Fieldhouse, Windsor 59, Woodstock Academy 39. We'll see you again on Tuesday.
You have been watching Woodstock Academy Live. This copyrighted webcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without authorized written consent of the Woodstock Academy. The Woodstock Academy would like to thank all our fans for your support, and we hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Today's game has been brought to you by Girardi Insurance Services, the O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, The Mansion at Bald Hill, and Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic, with production support provided by Ocontrabar Productions, LLC. Remember, today's broadcast is available to be seen on woodstockacademy.org/live. This has been a production of the Woodstock Academy.